Hey, welcome back to MyATMM.com, cost basis tracking built for option sellers. Go ahead and review the disclaimer on screen, and let's get right to it. Today, I'm going to go ahead and start a series on our new AI functionality that we've added into the application to import transactions and verify positions. Um, Basically, you may already have an established broker or brokers, several of them, and you've already had lots of transactions that you've done over the past, X number of months or years, and you already have positions established. So if you were interested in using this application, how would you go about getting your data, your seed data, or basically your data, and seeding it into this account so you already have like a starting point so you don't have to start from scratch? Well, today I'm going to go and show you a couple of screens that will help enable you to do just that. So let me go ahead, and we're on the website, myatmm.com, and we need to go over, I've logged in, created a portfolio called AI Overview. So it's a blank slate, doesn't have anything in it. And you can just come over to the tools, and there's an import export feature right here. And as you can see, we have a couple tabs here, or several tabs here, but the primary two are the AI import and the AI verify. The AI import is where you can go to basically either take screenshots of your broker account, listing out your transactions. It's meant to be used like on a daily basis. You could even probably get away with a weekly basis. It's basically the number of transactions that you capture in that screenshot is the only really determining factor of how much you can really put in here at one point, or one time, I should say. So the AI import supports taking screenshots of your transaction history, but it also supports exporting your transactions into a CSV format. So you could export like years worth of data. And like for Schwab, it will only export the past 4 years of data, but you can dump out all 4 years of that into a CSV and drag and drop that CSV right here, and it'll drop in there, and then you can parse it, and it will import those transactions for you. And actually, really, really quickly, it'll do that. Um, and that's a way to get your transactions into the system, either through screenshots or through a bulk import type thing. You could also do the export on a daily basis as well. One thing to note about the CSV versus the AI, CSVs are, probably 100% more accurate because it has the data already there, and the AI doesn't have to infer it. So if your screenshot quality is not that great, it's very possible it could transpose numbers and stuff for you. But it doesn't just import that right into the system. That the screenshot one will actually make you go through a review. It'll review and let you see all the transactions that it thinks it saw on the image, and you can actually edit them to make them right. And even if you did happen to import a transaction that was like a penny off, or it transposed a number, we have this history screen where you can go through and see all of the past transactions that it has imported, so you can easily find it and edit it and fix it. Um, but I've been using the AI import from screenshots from ThinkOrSwim for about a month and a half now, and it works really well. Every now and then it'll mess up something, but it's easy to catch, and you can go correct that and make it accurate very easily. So right now, by default, it comes in here and it just tries to auto detect the broker based off of what image you paste in, and it's really keyed off of the columns that you take screenshots of, like, and it says it right here for the strikes, expirations, for options, and the ticker symbols. Those are all the key pieces of information. Also, the amount, the commissions, the fees. As long as that stuff is clearly spelled out in the screenshot, it might be able to auto detect it and parse it for you with no problem. But we do have some pre-curated ones in here. So ThinkOrSwim, obviously, since I'm importing ThinkOrSwim screenshots a lot, I have gone through here and tailored this ThinkOrSwim to specifically look for certain things in the ThinkOrSwim screenshot. So it parses it much more accurately than if you were to run a ThinkOrSwim through the auto detect. The funny thing is a lot of times auto detect will get it right anyway, but to basically guarantee, or not guarantee, but have a much higher probability that's going to parse the screenshot accurately. That's why I have these curated ones, and I also have it for Tastytrade. So if you're pasting in screenshots from ThinkOrSwim's transaction history or Tastytrade's transaction history, you'd want to come in here and select those before you click parse, and that'll just give you a much more accurate targeted AI parsing of that image. That's what this drop down is for, but it defaults to auto detect. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show on the AI import right now. I wanted to just give you a high level overview of what's available. And then there's also the AI verify. This is where you can take screenshots of your positions and paste them in here. And you can also export your positions into CSV and drag and drop the CSV file here as well. And you can process them both ways. And it'll extract the information either from the CSV or the screenshot, and it'll give you a review of what it imported, basically, or what it saw there as far as the positions. And then there'll be a reconcile button that you click, and it'll reconcile all of those positions versus what's in the MyATMM web application, and it'll let you adjust it, like add, remove, or edit positions, and it'll do that for you. And again, we have the same auto detect by default, but again, I have this curated, the targeted parsing mechanism to parse toss or ThinkOrSwim's positions specifically, and Tastytrade specifically. And over on the AI import, when you do import CSV transactions, it will put those into the import history screen, and this will show you a history of all of your import history. This is valuable because it'll allow you to, like, if you accidentally imported something twice, or you had overlap in your CSVs and there was like duplicates in some of the CSVs, this screen will pick all of that up, and it'll identify duplicates. It'll let you back out just the duplicates, like delete just the duplicates from your overlap in your import file. Or you can just delete the entire import and start over, from something else. This screen is very powerful for basically reconciling and modifying and maintaining your imports to be as accurate as possible. So all of these features I will be covering in more detail specific to each broker that it supports. And I'll be covering all of that over the next several weeks. Probably it'll probably be a couple months, actually, because there's a lot of them to go through. And that's just for the ones that the brokers that I've done, like Schwab, ThinkOrSwim, Tastytrade. I've also done Tradier. I have done a screenshot from Fidelity once, but I don't have a lot of transactions on that, so it hasn't been like thoroughly tested and vetted. But that is something else to note. If you have a broker that you use that you were interested in using with this and it's not listed, you can go ahead and try out the auto detect and see if it'll work for you. And if it does not, like if it, throws errors or doesn't import everything correctly, if you just provide samples of those, I can get those in this application to import or AI verify, either the CSV format or even the screenshots, whichever one you prefer. I just need you to email me that information, and we can work on getting that in. And it actually doesn't take that long to get in, probably within the week, assuming I don't get slammed with a whole bunch of them all at once. But yeah, stay tuned for the next several videos that will cover these features and functionality in much, much more detail. Until then. That's going to wrap it up for this one. If you got something out of it, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you haven't already, head over to MyATMM.com and create your free account. 3 tickers free forever. No credit card required. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.